Cut City Connect, Cut City Connect, Cut City Connect. Yeah. Houston Rocket News, everything you need. You know we keep it in check. Scores, interviews, and player stats. Yo, we keep it in check. Subscribe to see what's next. It's Cut City Connect.
YouTube, what it do? This is your boy TJ Anderson, and unfortunately today we will not be joined by my main man Aaron Patterson. He is handling some personal things right now. You guys, he will be back soon. I know you're crying to see him again. I am too. But today we have a very special guest on the show. We have my main man here, Chase Richardson. My main man, listen, I would do the honor of introducing you, but I'm going to let you have the floor right now and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Chase Richardson. I go to Friendswood High School, play for TJ Ford on the 3SSB circuit. So excited to be here. And yeah, ready to get into this interview.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So first and foremost, Chase, I have to say that, man, look, I love your game, but I have to say locally, me and you are sort of enemies because, you know, I'm a Lamarck High School grad. So, you know, a couple years ago when I played, I graduated class 2012 from Lamarck. Our schools were in the same district. And, man, I tell you, my freshman year in high school, we be Friendswood twice, and it's like after that we could never be Friendswood at home again. It's like we will take one in our house, they will take one in theirs. So, you know, I love you, but look, today you're kind of my enemy at the same time. So,
all right,
we got to proceed that way, my man. But look, so let's talk about Friendswood a little bit, right? We're gonna go in a little bit to your early playing career and your development, right? So you've been playing for the Friendswood Mustangs now for, we could just say 4 years, right? Walk us through your journey of when you first started getting serious about basketball to where you are now as one of the top guards in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I mean, moved to Friendswood as a freshman in high school. Coach Russell also moved same year as me. That happened to work out. That was great. Coach Russell was a great coach. I've learned a lot from him, as well as Coach Joy. Yeah, but I mean, I think that freshman year, I think we built something special because I think there wasn't really expectations of Friendswood basketball yet, and I think going on that run that we made that year was like just a really big deal. And I think now that like this program is just going to be on the rise, like for even when I'm gone. Like I think Friendswood High School is just going to stay really good at basketball. So I mean, yeah, like Coach Russell and like the confidence he put in me as a freshman showed a lot of what Friendswood basketball was about. So I'm just really thankful for Friendswood and that opportunity that Coach gave me. I mean, so I'd say.
I mean, Chase, I'll tell you this, man. One thing about Friendswood basketball that I know, that I'm pretty sure a lot of people know in the state of Texas that had the honor of playing the Friendswood Mustangs, is one thing about that school, no matter who the coach is, it's always been a disciplined first team, no matter who's the coach been. And I'm telling you, very sound when it comes to communicating on the floor. I've even seen that with y'all. Like I said, I went to a game or two to watch y'all, and y'all, I mean, it's constant communication. I mean, smooth passing. I mean, the coaches are talking to y'all, and you know, he knows what to expect from you guys. So, you know, I don't see any difference from when I was in school back when I graduated 2012 and from y'all being in school now, which is going to be your senior year, 2026, graduating 2027 class. Okay, so my next question for you, Chase, is who are some of your biggest influences growing up? Coaches, or players you've watched, and how did they help you shape the way you play today?
Yeah, I mean, I think I started playing basketball. I was 6 years old. Kind of just got on YouTube one day, started searching around, like looking at basketball stuff, looking at old Balls Life mixtapes, Jason Williams highlights. Yeah, so then I started training. Really started like training at like 8, 9 years old with Coach Ashton at Ambition Training. Trained with him for a while. That's when I really started to kind of put work in. Kind of fell in love with it too. I started training after that. Kind of started training with Coach Ansu Cisse. Worked for a while with him. He's put a lot of hours in with me. He's definitely someone that I can really trust. Someone that definitely cares about me, growing as a player and a person. And then I moved to Friendswood. Had a great freshman year. And then I kind of met TJ and Tim Ford. So then they loved me as a player. They trusted in me going into my junior year of high school to lead the 17U team last year. So that was really cool. And I've learned a lot from TJ. He's helped me whenever growing as a point guard. And so like last summer was really my first year learning to play the point guard position. I'd always been a great athlete, but never really like took time into becoming a point guard. So TJ helped me with that. And also in that summer, I trained with Scotty Hendricks, who was great. Helped me with like a lot of my strengthening, a lot of my speed stuff. So that's kind of my like the bigger people in my life that have helped me. So.
Nice. But man, I gotta say one person that she actually mentioned is Ansu Cisse. Look, man, me growing in Lamarck, I actually when I was younger, probably around 3rd or 4th grade, man, I had got some signed shoes from him.
Wow.
And I don't know if he actually remembers that, but I think that's kind of what helped me grow love for the game. Just little stuff like that, just kind of meeting him through someone else. And then like I got to go to the NBA All-Star Jam in 2006. I got to meet Manute Bol and who else did I meet? Luau Dang and whatnot. So that, and then, man, look, getting in contact with TJ Ford is probably one of the best things that can happen because he was a very solid player from his time playing at Texas. Really, at high school. Let's go back to high school when he was dominating in the high school scene.
Yeah.
Then he got to play at Texas, and then he played for the Bucks, and he had a very solid NBA career, man. So that's absolutely someone to take in and to help you flourish and become that point guard that you need to be at the next level. So my next question, what's one key moment or game from your freshman or sophomore year that you feel really accelerated your growth as a point guard?
Yeah. I think from a game, my freshman year, we ended up going on the run. So we made it to the 3rd round of playoffs. I think we ended up losing the game. I had a pretty good game though. I think I had 28 points, and something that really helped me with my confidence was how Coach Russell put the ball in my hands as a freshman, and was like had the confidence in me to lead the team in such a big game that like. So that was just really big for me and growing as a player, and kind of having the ball in my hands most of the game in a big time game, like learning how to play with the pressure, but also playing with the confidence. So I think that's probably a big game for me that kind of helped like realize like I wanted to take it seriously, or like that I could be good.
For sure. Okay, all right. Well, my man, we gonna kind of stay on Friendswood a little bit, right? Just a little while longer. So, Chase, my main man, you're going into your senior year at Friendswood High School, right? So, in saying that, what are your personal and team goals for the season? And are you guys aiming for another deep playoff run or a state title push?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the end goal will be make a run for the state. I think we definitely can do it. I think we have the players to do it this year. We're all really close. Everyone kind of plays their role really well. I still think that's something that'll help us a lot. A personal goal for me, I think I want to have like the highest assist number that I possibly can in the district. I think a big team goal would to be go undefeated in district this year. But yeah, I mean, growing as a point guard, even still growing as a leader, leading a team through a deep playoff run would be a great opportunity for me. So I think that's a couple of big goals.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a really big goal, especially to go for state. You're competing at the 5A level, which is extremely competitive on the 5A level. But nonetheless, it can be done. Y'all have a very solid team, especially if y'all are bringing most of the guys that y'all had last season. It's one guy that you play with. I forget his name, but he just transferred over there. I think you play with him on TJ4. He's very solid. I like him. He's very solid, man. So definitely giving a shout out to him. He's a very solid player.
Yeah.
Okay, so in saying that you've kind of essentially been a leader since your freshman year of high school playing for the Mustangs, right? So I want to ask, how have the leadership role changed for you this year compared to previous seasons, especially as a primary floor general?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously as like a freshman, a little bit as a sophomore, you have like the older guys that you can kind of learn from and like kind of fall behind as you're learning. But yeah, I think I stepped in a big role last year as the main, like trying to like actually lead a team, be more vocal. And I think this year it's just even more as I'm learning or trying to become a college player as quick as I can. So I think a big thing for me is going to be leading a team, being vocal. So like playing in the SEC I'm going to have to be loud. Going to have to be a very like demanding point guard, and just a great leader overall.
Absolutely. And you show it on the court. I see it a lot. So definitely no issues there. So I want to ask, man, let all the kids that are going to be watching this know, right? What does a typical week look like for you right now between balancing school, training, AAU with TJ Ford on what used to be called the Adidas Gauntlet, now the 3 SSB, and preparing for your final high school season?
Yeah, I mean, like going into summer, like a day schedule would be like we have high school mat camp, so that's like lifting, strength, and then after that, I'll usually spend about an hour like on the gun or just kind of like do whatever I want to do, kind of like my own free time of like what I think I need to work on. And then after that, I'll go to TJ's gym, which is like I can train with Tim or TJ or sometimes those pros there, and you can get a lot of good runs in. So like that's always great. There's always great like people, great players in there you can learn from. And then after that, I'll probably take a little bit break, and then I'll go train with Scotty Hendricks in the evening. We'll just polish some things like my shot, like a lot of stuff. He's really good at paying attention to detail. Yeah, and then after that, I'm really big on like recovery and like especially how I play, like my explosiveness is just a lot. It's a lot of landing on my knees and everything like that. So I'm really serious about taking care of my body. So I'll stretch, ice my knees, maybe ice bath, some like every once in a while ice bath. Yeah, but just taking that really seriously ever since I hurt myself this past high school season. I kind of was a wake up call to like take care of my body a little bit more, take it a little bit more seriously. So I think since then I've been really serious about ankle bands and like strengthening the hips as well. So.
That's good. Okay, and I think that's a very serious question, um, especially for the kids that are watching who would like to go or have the opportunity to be a Texas A&M commit or recruit or
Mm-hmm.
any college
Yeah.
recruit. Just because most kids do not understand the work that goes into being good,
Yeah.
you have to treat it like it's a job,
Oh yeah.
and you cannot take no days off. You have to find a way to fit basketball into your lifestyle at any time, moment, however you can squeeze it in. You have to squeeze it in.
So,
I was looking at one documentary. It was a player. I'm not sure if you know him. His name is Malik Newman. He actually played at Mississippi State and Kansas. He had a he had a career in the NBA as far
yeah.
as the G League and whatnot, but his training regime was insane. He trained in the morning before he went to school. He trained while he was at school. He trained after school, and even
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, Malik went through at least 5 trains a day, and most
Yeah.
kids, like our coach AAU, I had to tell these kids, hey, you're not just supposed to work on your game when you come to the gym. When you
Yeah.
come and I see you, you're supposed to work on your game all the time. Even if you're just
Mm-hmm.
watching film or watching basketball, you should be texting your coaches, especially if you see something in film and being like, "Hey, I see this, coach. Why is like?"
Yeah.
That's how you build IQ. That's how you build a lot of things that are very
Mm-hmm.
important to add to your game and your repertoire within basketball.
Yeah.
So Chase, let's go to national rankings and pressure, right? So you are a 4-star guard, and you're
Mm-hmm.
ranked within the top, essentially 100, right? So being nationally ranked and being one of the top players in Texas, when did you first realize you were on a national radar, and how did it feel?
Yeah. I mean, I think last summer, after the TABC tournament, I think that was really like the first. So I had a great weekend. We had a great weekend as a team. I think we ended up going 2-1, and that's when I kind of picked up my first couple offers. And then following that, we had the last few Adidas sessions in South Carolina and California, and I happen to have I had great weekends there too. We kind of figured it out as a team as well. So yeah, so that's whenever started like picking up. It was getting like phone was ringing, like getting a lot of offers and stuff like that. So like that was the biggest thing. I think the biggest thing for me is just continuing to work and like not changing any, like doing the same things you were doing before, like before like the offers or anything like that, and like just keeping your head down and just continuing to work and like trusting the people that have trusted you before any of that had happened. And like yeah, just like getting a small circle of people that are invested in you and that aren't just using you, like people that really care about you and growing you as a player. I think that
Absolutely.
helps. That helps with like dealing with the pressure and everything too that it comes with.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, that circle is going to be your
Yeah.
backbone. And come to understand that being like I've had this talk many times. Being national ranked, I don't know what it's like, but I am close with a guy who's a coach at McNeese State. His name is LeBron Walker. Um, he was national ranked in my class, and
Yeah.
me and him, we've had talks, and he's told me it's been tough and rough because you constantly have this target on your back.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's even coming from sometimes somebody you consider as a friend at your school, just
Mm-hmm.
just trying to come at you. And you're wondering like what's going on? Like we're supposed to
Yeah.
be cool. So definitely keeping that close circle, that close knitted circle, is
Mm-hmm.
essentially very important for you, Chase. Um, so with the rankings coming, a lot of attention and expectation, right? What's the biggest pressure you felt, and how do you handle it mentally, especially during big games when scouts are watching you?
Yeah. I mean, I think just trusting yourself, trusting in the work that you put in is a big thing. Just being confident. Like pressure is like a privilege to me. I think So just if you're confident in your work and you know that you put the work in, there's really nothing to be like. You shouldn't really feel the pressure of like you're gonna perform if you've put the work in. So I think like confidence is a big thing to like be able to play in front of scouts or coaches or anything like that.
Sweet. Okay, so have there been moments where the pressure felt overwhelming? And if so, how did you push through? What advice would you give to younger ranked prospects dealing with the same exact thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think like the same thing I'm saying is just like you can like talk to the people about it that are really invested in you and that want the best for you. And like staying in the gym, not getting a big head about it or anything, like staying consistently in the gym and always knowing that there's someone else that wants what you have. So it's like, yeah, just trusting in your circle of people, and yeah, knowing someone else is out there working just as hard or maybe even harder than you that wants like the position that you're in.
Absolutely. And man, I before we go to the next topic, man, I'll tell you, like I said, I got stories, man. You know, me going Lamar from 2008 to 2012, I had the pleasure of being able to watch a national player by the name of Julian Lewis from Galveston. He attended Lamar High School.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up going to Texas. Man, I could tell you, he didn't say it publicly, but a lot of times, like it got to him every now and then. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool to be national ranked, but at the same time, it's just having that target on your back and just knowing like there's someone that's trying to outwork you to take that position from you is just I know it's weight bearing. So, you know, I know for him, I know he had a very strong support system. So it's essential to have that and to be able to lean on that whenever you need it, because it can be something that's very stressful to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So let's segue to your commitment to Texas A&M. By the way, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
So take us through the recruiting process, right? What made Texas A&M stand out among schools you were considering, like Nebraska, Notre Dame, Purdue, and Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, just as soon as I stepped on campus at Texas A&M for my official visit, I could just feel like the support from the fans there and like how invested everybody was. Like ended up going to a baseball game. They played against Texas for my official visit, and like just the fan base, like the traditions, everything about it. I just loved it, and it was great. I mean, I talked to Coach Bucky. He was also like talked really highly about the transition. I mean, the traditions that Texas A&M has, and like how it's just kind of a like really special place to be at, and a special thing to be a part of.
Okay. So, what was the moment or conversation that sealed it for you to commit to the Aggies? And could you essentially say that your official visit was that this is the place feeling for you?
Yeah, I mean that like the overall like vibe of the whole university was just amazing, and like the day I committed, I ended up talking to Coach Bucky, and like we talked for a long time, and he was just really genuine of how he was going to use me and how special he thought we could be together. Me being like a local kid, and how special I would be to the fans there at A&M, and how they would get behind me and support me. And just overall how Coach Bucky would use me in his system, like the way how fast they play and how fast I like to play. He just was just telling me how it just would be a great fit for me.
Okay, so with you saying that you got to talk to Coach Bucky, right? Mm-hmm. How excited are you to play for him, and what drew you to his program specifically?
Yeah, I'm extremely excited to play for Coach Bucky. It's probably, one of the biggest, if not the biggest reason I wanted to go there was for him and his system. Like, I think it's a very unselfish offense, but also with getting as many shots up as they do, as many threes as they do. I think it's just a great system that I can play in. So, I mean, that's like the most exciting thing is just him coaching me and growing me as a point guard. It's just going to be great.
Yeah. And just to say, I've seen his system. I think you're a perfect fit for that system, man. Just seeing how you play, not just going to your game but watching highlights, man. You love to get down, especially down the open court.
Yes,
It's like a train coming with you. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that I think that the two go hand in hand and go together as one. So I'm also excited to see you play, and I'm probably gonna have to make a trip to College Station to come watch you play.
Right.
But first we gotta get through your senior year of Friendswood High School. We gotta get through that, which
Yes,
I
sir.
will be at a couple games this year as well.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about family impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was this journey, especially with the commitment, affected your family, and what does it mean to see? What does it mean to them to see you stay in state and play for Texas A&M?
Yeah, I mean, my family's been great with supporting me through this whole process. When it's been a lot for me, they've always helped me like with my thoughts and everything. I could always talk to them about anything. But yeah, like they're extremely excited that I decided to go to Texas A&M. I mean, the fact that they can 2 hour drive, they can come watch me play whenever. Also, my cousins, my aunt and uncles, they can all come watch me play. That's a really big thing. I think it's really special too. Like for the family to be able to just come watch me play. So I mean, yeah, they've been extremely supportive and helped me throughout this whole process in making my decision.
Nice. So, with saying that, are there any family members or mentors who've been instrumental in keeping you grounded through the highs and the recruiting?
Yeah, I mean, my dad's been with me through the whole process, so he's obviously helped me with everything. Also, my sister does the best job at keeping me grounded whenever like I try to get a big head or she thinks I'm trying to get or if she thinks I'm cocky. She's always there to tell me I'm not that good or keep working. Uh, but yeah, I mean, and just my dad. My dad's just helped me through this whole process. So
That's awesome, man. And look, had the pleasure of talking to your dad earlier. Now there's not gonna be no rift in this house, right? Because you're going to Texas A&M. Your sister is at U of H, so you know. I told your dad, I said, hey, it could get a little ugly in the house, you know.
nah,
So
nah, she's really supportive of me, and I'm really supportive of her. So there won't be any of that.
good. So, looking ahead, what does it mean to your family to have you playing close to home for the next few years?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool that they get to see the work I put in. That they get to just come and watch me play and be there for me. I think it's definitely a blessing and like a really great, really cool opportunity for them as well.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna transition a little bit right here again, right? And we're gonna talk about your fit in Coach Bucky's system, Bucky Ball, right? So Bucky McMillan's system is known for high pace, full court defense pressure, tons of threes, and constant ball movement. What aspects of Bucky Ball do you think you'll thrive in the most?
Yeah, I mean, the full court defense I think it will be great for me. Um, Fast paced offense. I think I'll be able to get other guys involved as well as getting my shots up for how fast they play and how many possessions they get. I think I'll be able to be unselfish while also, if I have the shot, I mean, taking my shots as well. But I mean, no, I think just the turnovers too. Like as a defensive guy, I feel like I've had a tendency to play like defensively really well and like forcing turnovers. And I think that would be a system that I can thrive in doing that.
Okay. All right. So, with saying that, as a high IQ point guard, like I say, I've seen this in person, so I can vouch for sure. Who's unselfish and sees the floor well? How do you see yourself fitting into the up-tempo offense and aggressive defensive style?
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, like just me, I like passing. I like being unselfish. So I think this will be a great system. I think this system that Coach Bucky coaches is kind of like definitely on the rise and taking the Texas A&M basketball program on the rise as well. So I think he's definitely gonna win. He's a winning coach. He's won wherever he's been. So there's just some that I want to be a part of. And
Nice. So, I gotta ask this: have you already started thinking about how your game translates to college and specific areas you're working on this summer to prepare for that system?
yeah, I think a big thing with me that will translate is my athleticism. That's probably my biggest gift, I think, is just my athleticism, my twitch, fast pace, my ability to pass as well. The biggest thing I'm working on is my floater. This has never been something I've really put time into, but this summer I know I have to get that down with playing in the SEC. I mean, 7-footers in there, you're going to have to get it up. So you're not just going to be able to finish over people. So it's a big thing that I'm working on.
Floaters, runners, those are going to be your best friend, my man. College, NBA. I mean, even while you're in high school, I mean, going through the season, while you're playing competition, just I would do them in the game, see how you feel with them, and keep working on them. Just not even in the game, but of course, I'll tell you this, but just working on them in training and also in the game, so that way, by the time you get to A&M, you'll have it in your bag already. I think another skill that you have that's going to transition to college is also your handle. You have a very solid handle, my man. Like I say, when you it's like a full steam train coming when it's transition. I know I see your eyes light up, and it's like Christmas. And one thing that I like about your game, Chase, and I will give you credit, man. When you attack the rim, this is a saying that I tell my kids all the time: you attack the rim like it owes you money. And I love your aggressiveness at the rim. I do. You'll go and dunk you'll dunk the hell out of the ball. And that's why I like, you're no fear at the rim. And that's gonna transition well to the college game as well. I got another question for you, my man. So what are you most looking forward to about joining the Aggies? Playing in Reed Arena, the culture, and developing under Coach McMillan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely excited to play in front of the students there. I think I'll be an exciting player for them to watch. High energy guy. So playing at Reed Arena, that'll be really fun. Great opportunity. Getting big wins there will be extremely fun with my family watching as well. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, just the A&M fan base being able to come in to watch us get wins.
Nice. Okay, so we've come to the final segment, Chase, and it's my last 3 questions for you, brother. We're almost there. So, if you could describe your playing style in 3 words or to someone who's never seen you play, what would you say?
I think a big word would be energy. I think I just bring a lot of excitement and just I love to play. I love getting steals, making like hustle plays, diving on the floor. I think I would say winner, just because I can make plays that will impact winning in a bunch of different ways. And I think last one, I'll say like explosive. I think when I have the opportunity to like dunk on someone, I'll definitely try to do that. So I'd say those 3 words.
Okay. And what's one thing most people don't know about you off the court?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Whenever you can't train 24 hours a day. So like, when I do get free time, I love to hang out with friends. Kind of just going out to eat or something, hanging out. I love traveling. Me and my family travel a lot, so it's always good sometimes to get away from basketball and kind of just hang out, get to talk to them. So that's what I'd say.
Okay. This ain't my final question. I'm gonna throw a little question in there for you.
All right.
But do you have a message to the Friendswood community or the young Mustang players who look up to you? Or let's kind of rephrase this question. What about also the kids who might look up to you in Galveston County or in the state of Texas? Do you have a specific message for them?
Yeah, I mean, I think kids in Friendswood, I think you're in a great spot with Coach Russell and Coach Joy. They're going to keep growing the program so that like you're gonna get what you want out of basketball here. And like the message for just kids in Texas would just be to just work hard and like trust get your circle, like get your small circle and just trust in them. Really find people that are invested in you, that want to see you grow. And then just to keep your head down and work, and like don't listen to like people that aren't supporting you. So I'd say just working, staying in the gym, playing with the right programs, playing with the right AU programs. And just trusting yourself, being confident, and so I'd say.
Okay. And this is my surprise question for you, Chase. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on the Houston Rockets this season? Are you a fan of the Rockets? And have you got to meet any of the Rockets players, knowing that you get to train with TJ Ford and you get to be around NBA players?
I mean, growing up, I was a Mavericks fan. My dad lived in Dallas, so he made sure I was a Mavericks fan growing up. But no, I mean, I don't think I've met a Rockets player yet in TJ's gym. But no, growing up as a Mavericks fan, I never really gotten into the Rockets as much as I should be. But
no, that's all good. Well, let me ask you this then. One last question. What are your thoughts on Cooper Flagg?
I mean, he's a great player. His confidence, his swag that he has is just one of one. And what he's done as a rookie has been crazy to watch. So
nice. Well, Chase, that's it, my man. Look, listen, everybody on YouTube, I want you guys, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much for looking and watching this video. Chase, my man, before we get out of here, let the people know where they can find you on social media.
you can find me on Instagram, Chase Richardson. It's really where I'm the most active, so yeah, it's my Instagram.
Okay, and hey, you guys know where to find me, Clutch City Connect on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter at TJ Anderson NBA, as well as Instagram, Andy Ty BOI. That's it, guys. That's everything I got. Chase, from the Clutch City Connect family, we want to thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. Guys, appreciate it. This is your boy TJ Anderson. I'm logging out. Peace.
Peace.